Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So this, if you can't already tell by the thumbnail and title, this is the second part of the story time video, which is, if you're new to the channel, it's a weekly series which I've started doing, where I basically just pick a story from back in my life and just go through it. So if you are new to the channel and you haven't watched any of my other videos, I'd go and have a look at them. You can go back as long as you want. I mean, there's a couple of years worth of videos there. By all means, go and watch them. But before you watch this video, if you haven't already watched my first episode of this, go and watch that first, because I'm going to be linking some things from this story time to that one, so you won't understand what's going on. So, following on briefly from when I left school. I left school in, I believe it was summer, was it 2016? I can't remember, but it was, yeah, I'm sure it was 16. And I had no idea what I wanted to do. Like I mentioned in the last video, the last storytime video, all I wanted to do was stay at home and play Call of Duty and various other games. And basically, I was thinking for ages, like I had loads of pieces of paper that I was just constantly writing on, like, I think it was like every week I was writing things down, just like, oh, I really don't know what to do. I was writing down all my options which I could pick from, because obviously at this point I had no GCSEs, I had nothing, and I just assumed, oh great, this is going to be like, I thought to myself, this is where I've got to really step up my game. I need to like find what I want to do, find what will motivate me to want to work and get money and stuff. And still being my younger self, I carried on doing YouTube. I helped my dad out throughout the summer on mainly weekends, just doing bits and bobs, just helping him at work, and I was just getting a bit of money to just sort of like, well, as younger kids would, like teenagers would, just to like help them buy stuff. And yeah, looking back now, I don't actually understand how I could physically go a week with living on that money, just because I think it was about 20 or 30 quid I got a week, which obviously if you're watching this you might think, oh god, that's a lot of money, what are you on about? I mean, yeah, okay, I suppose it's a bit of money when you take into account that you're quite young, so you shouldn't really, I don't know how I can explain it without sounding like a complete twat. There is no way explaining it without sounding like a twat. When you're at that sort of age, I think as soon as you leave school, you should have a job lined up, and you should have like a slow income, whether it's a paper round, which most people do while they're at school. But you should have some sort of slow income when once you've left school throughout that summer, just so that you can get some money in over the summer, and then you can figure out what you want to do. I mean, obviously you've got to choose your options before you leave school. But I was just completely confused on what to do. I had, what was it? I had games design, which I wanted to do. Just obviously that links into all the Xbox stuff. Yeah, I really wanted to do game design. What else was there? There was gardening. I just wanted to. Sounds weird, but I couldn't work outside. I couldn't ever picture myself working inside. I mean, I love staying inside. I mean, even to this day now, all these years later, I still love like being inside and just going on Xbox and stuff. But when it's nice weather outside, which it's actually quite nice weather out there today, but it's just cold. Yeah, I just love being outside in the nice weather. Hence why summer is like my favourite season. But yeah, I had no clue what I wanted to do. I just had the ideas of gardening, game design, and my dad's business, which I wanted to go into. That was like one of the top things that I really wanted to do, and all the others were sort of like backup plans in case that fell through. So yeah, I remember telling my dad, because he asked me what I wanted to do once I'd left school, and I remember saying, oh, I fancy doing like doing what you do. I fancy doing the trees, because he's a tree surgeon. I was like, yeah, I fancy doing all the gardening and the tree surgery. How can I get into it? So we sat down and we talked about all the different options which I could have gone into. I mean, I could have gone to college, which I did go to. I could have done an apprenticeship where I go to work for, I think it's 5 or 6 weeks, and then you go to college for a whole week, and then you just keep repeating that process. It's just constant until your course ends, which I didn't want to do at all. I mean, as much as I'd like to have got money from doing the apprenticeship, the money wouldn't have been great anyway. It would have been like below minimum wage. It would have been, well, apprenticeship wage, which would have been terrible. But yeah, they were my different options, and I just wanted to go to college, learn it all, leave college and just do what I'd learned, and that's what I did. I started off on the level 2 arboriculture course, which is just a posh name for tree surgery. And it was the level 2 course was a year. I met some great mates and some good teachers. It was a right laugh. The first year was definitely the best year out of the whole 3 years I was at college. Yeah, I met some right good mates. We had a right laugh. People that wasn't even on my college course I've met, and they were all funny. Some people I didn't get along with, they didn't get along with me, but that's just sort of like how everything goes. You ain't gonna get on with everyone. You're not gonna be liked by everyone. But yeah, college was good. The first year was great, like I said. Second year we started to slow down a bit. We lost a couple of pupils just through like loss of interest or not wanting to do the course anymore. And then third year was probably the worst, just simply because there was still the original lads from the first year, but we'd lost like a lot of teachers, which we had from the first day. And then the motivation just started to go down then, simply because like we'd come to college and we'd learn from these teachers. They taught us like what we knew to that day, and then we'd lost them, and we had like, I think we had one teacher for like every single class that we had, which I think because it's an outdoor course. When we had to do our outdoor activities, we had, I think it was the health and safety rule was one teacher between 3 or 4 students, and I think there was 6 or 7 of us. So we obviously needed 2 teachers in our class, and we only had the one towards the end of the third year. So most of us just lost motivation. Like everyone was just wanting to leave college. Literally everyone just wanted to leave college, wanted to get all their qualifications outside of college instead of having them inside of college, because I'm pretty sure if all the lads had the same mindset as me, all I wanted to do was leave college, get my qualifications outside of college, and then just work. So yeah, college in a nutshell wasn't what I expected. The first year we didn't have much as what you'd say was assignment work. We had things that we'd done at home, but it wasn't assignment stuff. The first year was definitely like a piss around year, like 100%. I mean, we still done work. It wasn't like we just turned up and like messed around like for the whole year. We did do work, but it was just like, it still felt like school, because obviously we'd come straight out of school, we went straight into college. It felt like school, of how we could just get away with things. Yeah, that was the first year. That was probably the best year in my opinion. Second year we started to get a bit more serious, because we sort of understood like, oh shit, we've got like a year left, we need to knuckle down, otherwise we're going to leave. Not only are we going to leave school without a job, we're going to leave college without anything, and then we're just going to be screwed for the rest of our life. So yeah, we started knuckling down then. So the second year was like full on like work driven and paperwork and all that stuff. And yeah, obviously again, the third year was just absolutely, it was dead. There was literally no point in us going to college. They messed up our timetable like completely. The first year wasn't too bad because we all got into college anyway. Because in a nutshell, with college from where I live is only about 40-45 minutes away in a car. But because we got a private bus into college, and the bus had to go from where I live to the next town and then a couple of towns up, he went, instead of going on the motorway, which is obviously the 45-minute way, he went the longest way, which took us like, I think it was like an hour and 20 to get to college, or an hour on a good day. So yeah, I'd wake up at like stupid o'clock in the morning. I think it was like 5:45, 6 o'clock. I wake up in the morning. Got the bus by, I think it was 7:10. And then I wouldn't arrive at college until, I think it was 9 o'clock I got to college. So yeah, with the timetable, I had to wake up at that sort of time in the morning, so I would, or, camera's not focus. So yeah, I'd already be up really early as it was. Excuse me. And then I wouldn't have a lesson until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'd just be sat around college not doing anything, which was annoying. And we had that for the whole 3 years, but the last year was the worst because we had that one teacher for, I think it was about 6 months. We had the teacher for, and he had other lessons that wasn't with us. He had like other classes and stuff, so it was hard for him to sort of teach them, then teach us, and like remember everything, remember paperwork and all that stuff. And with the timetable, it was literally the worst, most unprepared thing you can ever think of. Like, what's something absolutely stupid? It's just pathetic. Like, the timetable really pissed me off, like, because I was like I lived the furthest away, near enough, from everyone in that whole entire college course, and it annoyed me when I'd got to college at about 9 o'clock, and I'd find out I wouldn't have a lesson till 2 o'clock. I'd just have to sit around and not do anything. So yeah, that's the 3 years that I was at college. Then I left college, and this is where I am now. I'm still doing my YouTube, as you know. I'm still playing Xbox. I'm earning money because I've got a full-time job now with my dad, which is what I wanted when I left school. So I've been working with my dad for about 4 years now. But this has been my first year where I've been working full-time. So yeah, that's my college course. It was good, I suppose. Some aspects of it was good. Made some great friends, like I said. I just wish I would have, I can't really say knuckle down in the first year, because I did do my work. Like, I'd done my work in basically every year. It was mainly, it was just, I personally think it was down to the quality of teaching, because that sort of put me off wanting to go to my lessons at the fact that we had one teacher. And it was just, honestly, it was the most unprepared thing ever. Yeah, I'm getting pissed off for speaking about it now, and it's like completely irrelevant to me now. But yeah, we'll end on a good note. Made some great friends. I know you still watch some of these videos, guys, especially you, Jack. I know you're watching this. Yeah, you was like, you was a reason why I still went to college. Yeah, all my mates at college, they was ace. Met some great people there. For memory's sake, I'm going to put a couple of videos at the end of here, maybe some pictures, just because if you guys are watching this, then you'll enjoy them as much as I will. So yeah, that was my time at college. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if it was boring. I just, like I say, it's story time. I'm just going to go and explain things as they are, tell you how I felt at the time and that sort of stuff. I've got a couple of video ideas for more story time where I'm going to go back a bit more, where I was a lot younger than school and all that stuff, and then a couple stories from like a few years ago, like college. But yeah, I'm rambling now. Smash the like button, guys. Let's blow these story time videos up, because I love making these videos. I love telling you stuff about me. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. Whether you found my channel on, well, wherever you found my channel and you're not subscribed, subscribe right now, because these videos are going to be coming every single week, along with another video. I got another video coming at the end of this week. I'm filming another video straight after this one. The 2020 grind is going to be real, guys. Subscribe if you're new, like, comment some video ideas, and I'll see you next one.